kidding. Welcome back, everybody, to Small Engine Saturday with Lord Duckman and our guest, Ranchero 302 Me. How's it going, David?
Yo!
Well, we're off today to fix his KT196 Coleman Go Kart that's behind us here. That's been having a lot of carburetor problems. And we just happened to get our sponsor, our first sponsor of Small Engine Saturday, and it's HIPA. HIPA store sent us a carburetor, a nice brand new carburetor which works great for a KT196 Coleman Go Kart or a Predator 212cc engine. So this little guy will work on all that stuff. There'll be links down below in the video description how to get to it. Special thanks again to HIPA Store. HIPA Store is a company that sells parts for lawnmowers and other outdoor power equipment, and even parts for some go-karts. So please check out their website down below in the video description. And you'll see the process of this sucker getting installed, and hopefully we'll have this thing running today. Now you've got the gas tank there in your hands. This was something I worked on for you because it had a lot of, it had water in it, didn't it?
Yeah, it was you know, one of them Duckman things. It looks trash, you can't fix it, but
I did, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, I went and I cleaned out the rust, and actually I made a video of that, but I lost it by accident. But it was all rusted, crusted on the inside, so I filled it up with ball bearings and some nuts and bolts, and shook it with some acid in it to convert all the rust on the inside. And then we red coated the inside of it, and those links down below in the video description for those products if you're interested in some of that as well. But yeah, it worked out really good. I also filled the hole in the tank that was leaking because it had this shitty gas gauge that
plastic
was all,
float of some sort.
Yeah, it was a gas gauge, but it was all yellowed. You couldn't see it anyway, and it was just leaking badly, like really badly. So I went ahead and welded it shut. But for some reason, the filler primer that I used on it, it developed like craters in it. Really weird. I don't quite understand what happened there, but Earl knows about dieback, and that's just one of those situations. You can see it's just unfortunate that it did that, but it's a go-kart. I think it's good enough for a go-kart.
Yeah, I might put a dent or two in it myself.
Yeah, I think it'd be good. Dented it already?
No, so I probably will.
Oh, you will? Yeah. In time. Well, let's go ahead and start putting this go-kart together, and hopefully by the end of this video, we'll have a kart up and running again, because this thing, what, it only ran the first day I dropped it off over here, and it didn't even run good then.
Yeah, made a lap around the yard, and I discovered the tank was just completely trash.
It's bad. And the carburetor that was on here was in such bad shape, too, that's why we're replacing it right now. Anyways, likey, comment, and subscribe. Check out Duck Shit down there for all the different social media links. Check out Ranchero 302 Me's channel. Come on, guys, subscribe to him. He's going to be running this go-kart around on there. So we're going to work on it, and then he's going to play with it, and then he's going to blow it up, and then I'm going to work on it again, and he'll play with it.
I'm going to play with it and maybe blow it up.
Probably in that order, and then I'll work on it again. So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll be back right after that intro. Alright, we're getting that tank prepared. The first thing we did was use the piece of fuel line that HIPA provided in their carburetor kit. It just happened to be exactly the same length as the one that was on there previously. This one's actually not in too bad a shape, but we went and just replaced it anyway. It just made sense to because it's kind of difficult to get in there to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, we got that set up. You got your nuts off.
Yep, ready to screw them.
Sounds painful. You got your nuts off there, so you're ready to mount that gas tank back on the cart, and you know how this goes. I actually never had this off of here before, so
goes back in these two mounts back here.
Oh, that's simple enough.
This is going to have to run.
That tucks under the shroud or something, doesn't it?
It runs under this and comes up under the
yeah, under the shroud and stuff.
Choke.
Maybe I can get a better look around this side. And then let's see there.
It's supposed to sit in here, which connects to the car, but
oh, interesting.
It's got to kink itself way in there, like behind this.
Alright, I got a closer look and it turned out it did actually run through under the shroud. And there's our fuel line coming out that way. Alright, while David's bolting on that tank, we're going to start slipping the gaskets on here. This gasket's the first one to go on. Get right into place just like that. There you go. Alright, David's finishing the snugging of the nuts on the gas tank. The gas tank should be good and mounted. Everybody likes their nuts snuggled.
And I'll come back in here and get this one up top, which was the hardest one to get to.
Oh, it's some kind of clamp on there, huh? Okay.
If I remember right, I took the plug out when I originally took this out.
You could probably hit it with a wrench.
Wrong side.
Yeah, you could probably attack that with just a box end wrench. There's one on the table there. I don't know if it's the right size, but You got it. You're good. All right, fantastic. It looks like the carburetor goes on next. I got your gasket on there.
And we got that spring connected here. This one goes...
the throttle spring stuff.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Okay.
That would be in your neck of the woods there for you know that stuff.
You want me to figure that out? All right.
So this is going to go here, switches pointing that way.
Yep.
And which one first?
The gasket's already on there for the first
okay.
one, so yep. Carburetor should go straight on. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, and then out of those gaskets, we're going to have to guess, but I'm thinking it's probably that one that's there on the right. Yep. I think that one goes on there like that.
Hitting that right there.
That'll be all right. And then that one, that chunk, right, the plastic, turn it over. One more time. There you go. It should go on there like that. And then the last thing, I think, goes on just like that. There's nothing to it, you guys. It's actually easier than a Volkswagen engine. I think the hardest thing is going to be trying to figure out that linkage because it does have that little governor stuff on it, which is something else we need to eliminate on here, but we'll get to that in time. Alright, putting the air box on.
Hook up all this stuff, we're going to be able to get to it.
I think you can take the air cleaner apart, right?
Yeah, the top piece.
Yeah, the top comes apart. You're smushing your switches. Pull the switches back towards me. Or that. There you go.
Make sure I got nothing pinching.
I think you're good. Now, before you tighten them down completely, just get a good look at everything and make sure it's all good. That linkage might be a little tricky to get on there. Yep, under the air cleaner. They used to have a wing nut on it, right?
I did away with that because I got sick of looking for it.
Yeah, you're losing your wing nut?
Yeah, I'm done with my wing nuts. I just need just one
Did
nut.
that come off too yet? Here we go. Okay.
Ooh, damn.
What was that, a frog
Spider.
or something? A spider? Thought it was a little mini frog.
Like a little wolf spider or some sort.
They made a little nest in there. Don't need that in the intake. Probably wouldn't hurt anything, but it's a little spider silk. All right. Yeah, I really can't get a good look at the linkage. I think that's gonna have to come off. Okay. Yeah, just pull them nuts back out and just slide the thing off gently. And as far as these are concerned, slide these switches this way, and then that thing should come off straight away. Uh-oh. The little one's crying inside. All right. Oh, that's real tricky to get to. It's underneath all that stuff. All right, we're gonna have to have a closer look at that. I'm gonna need both hands.
And then the fuel lines have to be
All right, what you guys didn't get to see is I dropped this piece of linkage down on the top there, and it kind of clicks into place, and the little spring goes in a little hole. I mean, it was really straightforward. There was nothing else to hook up, except for the fuel line, of course. Need to get that on there. Needs to get in that little route that it has, and then get plugged on there. Actually, that wasn't too bad, even for my fat fingers. Uh-oh. What happened?
There we go.
And your pliers on there. I couldn't get in there if I wanted to. If this is in your way, you can take that off too. It just lifts off. Yeah, get this out your way.
See, ranchero fingers, not Duckman.
Okay, I guess the air cleaner can go back on. I'll let you push the gaskets on with the air cleaner. Gotta keep them nice and straight. Oh, sorry. I screwed up. We didn't put our little choker back on there yet. Choke me, Daddy. There you go. I'll pull this back. There you go. Makes it easier to get together. Fantastic. Uh-oh. Hope you got a good funnel. A little tricky getting gas in there with this rack up there.
Oh, yeah.
The air cleaner back together. That's probably a 10, right? Yep.
That's another thing I learned with the gaskets. You want to work your way over.
Yeah, torque them evenly if you can. Probably doesn't matter too much in this situation, but you definitely don't want to over tighten them because you'll break the studs. Well, the studs will bust right off of it. Okay, air cleaner can get reassembled, I suppose. Got all the pieces there, you do? Good. Yep. I like that style of air cleaner instead of the typical lawnmower foam ones. Much more effective. Okay, here it is. I guess what's next is put some gas in it, huh?
Yep. Let me go find me a
I think we're just about there. Yeah, this thing is real tricky to get fuel into because the cap is kind of in a dopey place. All right, we're up north of 9 Mile Road up here, so David's got this wonderful homemade funnel. What brand is it? Sprite?
Fanta.
Fanta? A Fanta funnel. And that's some fresh, clean gas. He just picked it up. Hopefully the gas station it came from didn't pump water into there like I got in the fastback.
Cumberland Farms, the new tampons.
There you go. Gurgle, gurgle. Boy, I could pee harder than that. Does it have the air thing on the back side of it?
Yeah, it does. I was just...
Gurgle, gurgle.
Should be good to get going, huh?
Probably. All the while, we should be looking for leaks, but I think we're okay. I don't see anything coming out. Yeah, I think we're good.
I splurged on the mid-grade.
Woohoo! Go-kart's getting taken care of today. Fantastic. Didn't even spill any. Look at that. I make a mess when I do that. Okay, well, down below we gotta check the controls. Choke is on the on position this way. The fuel is in the on position the opposite way. So we should be on now. Our throttle looks like it's clear. It's not rubbing on anything. I guess you're ready to start it. It's got to be turned on, and that is on, right? Switch up like that. It's got a rocker switch there. Okay, here it goes. Oh, no kidding. First
engine
pull.
has not been cranked since
I don't believe it.
my
First
Halloween
pull.
party about October 17th.
One pull. That's incredible, man. I mean,
Or it would be like 30 minutes for the pull.
woo, that's a little stronger than it used to be.
Yeah, a lot.
Actually, it's running a lot better already. I just turned the choke off. You couldn't do that before. You let it warm up a minute, and then you take it for a little ride.
That engine was as cold as can be. No carburetor
No,
on it.
I mean, it was cold. I don't believe it started on one pull. Thank you, HIPA. HIPA. Check out HIPAstore.com, guys. That is just fantastic. How do you feel about it?
Feel great.
I know, you've been wanting
Thanks
this
to
thing.
you guys, I also learned how to replace a carburetor on a go-kart.
You've wanted one of these as long as I've known you, too. 12 years or something?
Almost 13.
Yeah, right about there. And I was lucky to get this one from my neighbor because her kid moved away back with some other family and he couldn't take it with him, so we worked out a deal and I traded it for a brand new lawnmower that she needed instead. And she was happy just to see it go because it was just sitting in her way. So David's gonna do a full restoration of this thing. He's gonna clean it up, paint it, get all this tape and stuff off of there. What's that vibrating noise? No, it's just the frame. Yeah, it's just the frame makes noise. There might be something loosely bolted somewhere. Maybe sounds like it's a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be the seat. That's not a big deal. So here he goes. I'm so happy. It doesn't have reverse. The only downside about these things. But he can get in and out of it so easy. I have to climb over the top.
No brakes.
The brakes aren't working?
It's empty.
Oh.
Can I put dot 3 in there?
Yeah.
I got some.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You might have to,
I looked down, there's no fluid in it. I was like, oh.
you might have to re-bleed them, but that's not a big deal. I'll help you. Stay in there. He's gonna tear this thing up. I love it. What is that?
Oh, I'm gonna park it, the tires coming off the rim.
Uh-oh. Got a little tire problem there. I guess one of the next things we're gonna work on. Tire's so bald anyway, we probably should replace it, but step in the right direction.
I can't even, that's half throttle. I didn't full throttle because I can't stop it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got more go is what you're saying.
Yeah. When I do more than half throttle, it don't turn, it just goes straight for the flat tires.
You know, I haven't even adjusted the idle screw on there. Isn't that crazy? I mean, how often do you get that lucky? So concludes another small engine Saturday. I mean, that turned out to be really easy. Really easy. I mean, it wouldn't have been any easier if we didn't get the brand new carburetor from HIPAstore.com. So, guys, please check them out. If you need any kind of power, outdoor, lawnmower type equipment, or go-kart stuff, they do it all. It's all on our website, HIPAstore.com. Follow the link down below in the video description. I think I even have an affiliate link now, so check it out down below, guys. Appreciate you.
One pull.
That's it, one pull. Will you get one more pull out of it again, though? Let's find out. Warm engine, no choke. That's where it's at. I can't believe it started with one pull.
No crap.
I mean, this thing, before even when I went through it, it still was, 2-3 pulls on cold. And then you have to leave the choke on for a while before it would actually run. And, geez, we turned off the choke almost right away. And it warmed up within a minute. You're in a good spot, dude.
Happiness.
Good spot. Got it all plugged in like it's supposed to. All the ventilation and the crankcase there is good. Yeah, I just gotta work on cleaning up a little bit and getting some tires on there. And the brakes, you said, right?
Yeah.
You might have to re-bleed them.
Yeah. It had fluid in it, like I said, in October, but it's been sitting since October-ish, October.
I mean, I don't think it would have leaked, but I guess it could have evaporated a little bit.
Well, the heat we have in Florida is one day it's humid and it's 90 degrees, the next day it's cold right here for me.
Actually, it sits in the sun too, doesn't it?
Right here all day.
Yeah, so it's in the sun where it
Covered
sits
up under
at.
that tire.
Fantastic, dude. Good, good. The rest of the tires are holding air okay? Just that one was trouble?
Just mainly it's that one over here.
Just that one? Okay. We're going to address that coming up in a future video, then I'll help you out with it. See what it needs, maybe new tires.
I mean, it could have a leaky valve stem for all we know, and I got a valve stem
That's true, but just looking at the condition of the tire,
yeah,
probably should just be replaced. I mean, we can Band-Aid it all we want, but it's only going to last just a little bit longer. Good. Far out, dude.